Hey there, all my followers and weathered souls out there. You got Bruce on the Weathered Drive. Bruce the Weathered Soul here. How you guys doing this morning? It's a beautiful Thursday. Still a little dark out. Got a little haze. Supposed to get some rain this weekend from what I hear. Finally, that'll be some nice news. Maybe the storm window will open here in the Bay Area, and we'll start getting some well-deserved water coming from the sky. I just really hope so. Hey, we're brought to you by today. And every day we're brought to you by Plexus Worldwide. It's where I work and where I run my business out of, and I offer plant-based supplements and probiotics to help get your wellness in check. So if you're looking to fix a couple of issues that you have, I know who's been looking at this because I get a report every day on who exactly watches these videos. I'll be contacting you soon, offering you whatever help I can offer you with your wellness needs. But hey, what I wanted to talk about today was just some of the news coming around. I'm not really too worried about Hunter Biden or anything like that. I'm not worried about the vaccine anymore. Really not too worried about COVID because we're all stuck in this. We all got to live together. Unfortunately, there's a lot of misinformation out there. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody I know is wearing a freaking mask. Everybody I know is social distance. Everybody I know is trying to stay out of large gatherings unless you have to go to the essential places like Costco and stuff like that. And there's very few people that are running out there around trying to spread COVID. So if you're trying to blame all these places that have COVID spikes and stuff like that, it's the virus. It's not the practice, and it's not the habits of people that just want to go out and have fun and go to bars and go to restaurants and stuff like that. It's not going to be. It's not ever going to be, because this virus is going to be around whether there's a vaccine or not. This virus is going to be around whether you social distance or not, whether you have a mask on or not, or whether you lock down or not. It's going to be here. Sorry, guys. That's the way it goes. Hopefully 26 years from now, after they implemented the polio virus, that we might be able to eradicate this coronavirus. But that's not going to happen for a very, very long time. So it's something we're just going to have to live with on a daily basis. Now, going forward, Bruce for Liberty is going to debut this week. I'm not sure what day. Probably Sunday. I'll be cutting the first podcast. I think it's going to be audio only. It might be a live, but it's probably going to be audio only for the first time. And I want to give you guys a flavor of kind of where I'm at. I just listened to Pete Quinones, Free Man Beyond the Wall, and he couldn't have said it best for me. Everybody believes, and I've counted myself, that I was a libertarian. In fact, I talk a lot about a lot of libertarian edicts and policies that I like to talk about. But I like to think of myself as more of an independent, kind of a radical right now. I mean, if anybody's been radicalized through this last 4 years of the Trump administration and the bantering and crybaby of the fucking left that's been going on, excuse my French, but I don't really care and I don't apologize for it, is that I've been radicalized, and I think that I am right. I think that my insights are right. I think that the people that I'm listening to are correct in their assumptions about what's going on in America and the policies that are being implemented in America right now. And in my point of view, where that stands with that is that it doesn't take you being on the left or the right, a Republican or a Democrat, or even putting a big L in front of your name and saying that you're a libertarian. What you got to do is you need to go out there in action. You need to identify what's going on, and then you need to do something about it. Whether that be in your community by actually living the policies that you say that you live by, or that you just educate yourself on what's really going on out there, and stop hiding behind the news. Stop hiding behind your morals, so to speak, your fake morals, because a lot of people just have a bunch of fake morals out there. They're hiding behind them, but when they close that door, those morals go out the window. We see that right now. What's happening in America? It's really bugging me. So Dougie even, has called me Republican light. He's called me a progressive. Well, you know what? I am. I'm everything. I'm all those things. I do not have a staunch libertarian standpoint. Sorry. I believe in Medicare for all. However, at the same token that I believe in Medicare for all, I believe in the free market system. And the only way that Medicare for all or a universal health plan is going to help us out is that if they cut some other programs out, whether we start a UBI, universal basic income type thing, we're going to have to cut some people loose somewhere. And most of those people are the ones that are scamming the system, like the military-industrial complex, like all these subsidies that we give to corporations. We shouldn't be giving corporations subsidies. Corporations should be able to sit on their own and make their own profits and do their own profits and do what they have to do. And the government should never, ever, ever be bailing them out. I don't give a shit how big you are. Doesn't matter. If you can't cut it, if I can't cut it in business, guess what? I'm not in business. There ain't no government coming around that's going to be helping me out because, I failed at my business and I'm just a small little pebble in a huge, huge, huge sand lot. So, my policies stand where they stand and they evolve as we go through this life. I've argued with several of very, very close friends of mine. It makes me very, very sad that their heads are in the sand on a lot of these issues. Likewise, my head's in the sand on a couple of issues too. I'm not going to say that my head is not. I've had a lot of friends of mine, deep, close friends of mine, pull my head out of the sand. But one thing that I'm not going to do is that I'm not going to subscribe to the state. I'm not going to subscribe to statism. I'm not going to subscribe to the establishment. One of the big questions that I always wanted to ask, and I'm going to ask it right now, is where's all those people that were anti-war in the 60s? Where are all those people at? Where are those thousands of people that used to go into Golden Gate Park and Berkeley and places like that and scream for the anti-war effort to go forward instead of keep going to wars? What happened to those people that were screaming for free speech out in Berkeley campus and getting arrested for their views? What happened to people like Martin Luther King and the other people that were marching for the civil rights movement in Selma and down in the South? Where's Black Lives Matter right now? When was the last time you saw a protest of thousands of people shouting Black Lives Matter? Where's the Antifa at? The only thing that you're hearing about is what's going on in Portland. That's all you're hearing about. They got an autonomous zone in Portland, and Antifa's got a stronghold there. Well, good for them. They deserve it. And the police, they shouldn't do anything about it. They should just go ahead and let it, because the mayor calling for it to get them to go out. Sorry, dude, piss up a rope. Too late. You bred that, so you might as well live with it. But you see, those are kind of the radical things that I'm into, and that I'm going to be talking about for Bruce for Liberty, because it is about liberty. It is about getting our freedom back. It is about being a liberty type nation. But that's not going to happen in my lifetime. It's not ever going to happen in my lifetime. The reason why is because libertarians and this free state movement and stuff, they don't have the balls enough to freaking shout out and expose and to ingrain themselves deeply in the public. So I'm out. I might get back in, but right now I'm out. And I'm all about personal liberty, how I can grab liberty for myself, how I can grab freedom for myself. And I know I'm going long today, but that's what it's really about. And it's about being a small business. It's about doing things on your own. It's about agorism. It's about volunteerism. It's about growing your own food. It's about staying as healthy as you can, because all these policies that are being implemented by the government are there to not give you safety and not to protect you, but they're to control you. And I'm tired of being controlled. I'm tired of being told what I can and cannot do. Nobody gives me the credit for having a brain and a critical think. They all want me to listen to their scientists. And then my other friends' scientists want me to listen to their scientists. Well, guess what? I'm not listening to no science. The only science I'm listening to is the science that I see that has actual roots that you can feel. That's where the real science is. Going in there and doing the dirty work and going in there and doing your homework instead of just reposting an article because it looks good to you or it serves your purpose. It serves your narrative, right? Do the hard work. Do the research it takes. These other scientists are doing the research that it takes, and there's counter scientists that are doing the research that it takes, and they're all coming to a conclusion that we're going to have to live with this virus. We're going to have to live with what's going on. Same thing with politics, same thing with policy. Do your homework, guys. Yeah, I know I went long today, but that's what's going on with this morning drive. Morning drive is important to me. It's going to happen every day. You're going to get good content every day from Bruce the Weathered Soul. So, live free, that is they permit, but as free as you can get away with. You got Bruce the Weathered Soul. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.